Pop, pop, pop. Check, check, check. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, check 5. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. All right, so we are back. We're taking it from the top to the very last drop, right? Check 1, check 2, check 3. Greetings, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. The Chopping Block is back, they say, in full effect. Yes. Yes. Sunny days, big up yourself. Chris Dixon, big up yourself. Tell a friend, tweet a friend, phone a friend, call a friend. Tell everybody we're on. We're live. The Chopping Block is back in full effect. Kevin McLean, big up yourself. I see Tommy T is in the building. Angela Wilson, you're in the building. Jade Emeralds, Ocho Rios, what's going on? So once you log on, you need to tell us where you're logging on from, right? I see Ocho Rios is in the building. Let's see if all 14 parishes in Jamaica is represented, right? And let's see which parish is represented the most. Chopping Block is back in full effect. I see Manchester is in the building. St. Mary is in the building. The Turks and Caicos Islands is in the building. Miami, Florida is in the building. This is how we know how verse the Chopping Block is, right? Priory in St. Anne, you're in the building. Portmore for sure is in the building. Clarendon is in the building. The best parish, St. Bess, is in the building. St. Elizabeth is in the building. Tell us where you're logging in from. Valerie Bright, we see you. You're in the building. London, England is in the building. I tell you, the Chopping Block is reaching places, right? Yeah, we're all over the globe. Adore Francis is in the building. George Narsing is in the building. Looks to me like Clarendon is leading the pack right now, right? Brian Myers, the man from St. Mary, is in the building. Stewart Town, right? Barbados will not be left alone. Barbados is in the building. St. Thomas is in the building. Is that St. Thomas in Jamaica or St. Thomas, Virgin Island? Toronto, Canada is in the building. And you know St. Catherine will never be outdone, right? St. Catherine is in the building. Wait, what's up? Welcome to Kingston. Kingston and St. Andrew, we're waiting on you, folks. Where you at? Log on. Tell a friend, tweet a friend, call a friend, tell a friend we're on. The Chopping Block is back in full effect. Brixton, England is in the building. Fort Lauderdale, man. Hollywood is in the building. I see Taylor Brown say, yo, guess what? Jamaica is in the building. I'm loving it. St. Andrew is in the building. Keisha Daly, we see you. Big up yourself. St. Andrew, I get loud. Beverly Nelson, you're in the building. Kevin Johnson is in the building. He says Kingston is in the building. Nick Grill will not be left out. They're in the building as well. Sunrise, Florida is in the building. Toronto, Canada is in the building. Where my New Yorkers at? You from the tri-state area? Sure. Super T, Yellow Bling, you're in the building. No, we can't skip Florida, Gail. What's up? How can I do that? Jensen Beach, Port St. Lucie is in the building. Orlando is in the building. What am I sipping on? Sipping wine, eh? Sammy, good to see you. Brooklyn, New York is in the building. Yo, what's up? What happened to St. James? What happened to Hanover? What happened to Westmoreland? Come on, y'all. Renee Stanfield, I see you're in the building. The Reggae Boys is up and they're about to they're about to lay the hammer down on the United States, right? Y'all agree? I'm predicting a 2-1 in favor of Jamaica. The Olympic team, they're over there in Japan. Yeah. Bethel Town, Westmoreland, you're in the building. I see ya. Claudia, big up yourself. Fitzroy, good to see you, my brother. What's up, Mr. Martin? Jamaica, all the way. Anyhow, greetings, everybody. Greetings, welcome. I see y'all out in your numbers representing, right? Big up yourself. I want to say thank you to everybody who's joining us this evening. Brian Myers, I see you, my brother. Big up yourself. Greetings again to everybody. Lots going on. Whole lot of stuff, folks. But the good news is Jamaica is getting ready to go to battle with the United States down there in Florida. And that's going to be a good game. So once the game gets started, we're going to drop some link in the comment section. We're going to drop some links on the page. So stay tuned. While you're at it, folks, remember, if you go to the YouTube channel, we're going to be trying our best to see if we can provide some links to the game on our YouTube channel, Chops Media on YouTube. If you go to that page, once the game is up and running, we should be able to put some links over there, and hopefully you guys can get a chance to watch it. Ray Phillips, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Taylor Brown, good to see you as well. Donovan McLean. Amanda, how are you? How is Europe? How is she in France? No, she's in one of those far European countries. We're trying to convince her to come back to Jamaica, but boy, I don't know what's going to take. Greg, good to see you. How is Canada going? Blessings, everybody. So a whole lot to talk about, and we promise to see that we're not going to get into anybody's business. You know, those people over on that side who's having some problems. We're not going to get into their business because it's none of our business. But anyhow, the judge orders that Miss Cross and Miss Stock pays some money for contempt of court. So the court had issued an order and they refused to follow those orders. And as such, the court says, ching ching. So I hope you all. Hey, Ian, good to see you. Blessings. I hope the court, I hope you all going over there to support and to give some contribution for the GoFundMe in order to pay those court fine, huh? Yes. So, Switzerland. Yes, Switzerland is in the building. Good. She's in Switzerland. Amanda, hurry up and come back. Westmoreland need you. Westmoreland need all the bright folks. You know, let me tell you one of the things that I want to start telling some of my folks is that, you know, we leave this country. Most of us do. And we did so with good intention. We did so to get a better life, to get some opportunities that did not exist, especially if you leave Jamaica during the 1990s. You would have left at a time when Jamaica really and truly, there's two migration period in which there is some very good justified reason why people had to leave. Nella, I see ya. Nella, Vanilla, good to see you. Chuck Finley, big up yourself. Mary Joseph, big up yourself. But there's two periods in Jamaica's history since independence that there has been mass migration to other countries. And I would hasten to say that it is, it's quite reasonable for persons to do so. It was back in the 1970s when, under the Michael Manley-led administration, when there was a huge fallout with the middle class in the country. And the utterances of Michael Manley was that they should there's 5 flights a day to Miami, and whomever wants to leave should just go ahead and leave. And of course, people did yield that call and they left Jamaica. Some has not returned, and most of those persons have set up shop in the United States. But there's another period in which there's been another series of migration. And this was in the 1990s when you know, when the rest of the world economy was growing. And for some reason, Jamaica just went backward. Jamaica just hitched a reverse instead. And we just did not grow. So that was a period that, you know, it was a sad period in our history. But most people who did so, though, they went with good intentions. But I say to you all, Jamaica, irrespective of the fact that we're going through a global pandemic, Jamaica is in a better place. Jamaica is in a better position today than they were 10 years ago. So I think it's time for us to come back and help to build Jamaica. It's not to be ungrateful to the countries that we've all gone to, especially the United States, who has been good to a lot of us. But some of what we have achieved in the United States in terms of experience and knowledge and understanding and financial stability as well, we should try our best to see how much we can come back and give back to this little rock called Jamaica. The last time we're here, we had the president of G2K, Ryan Strong. He was on. Had a very good discussion. One of the things that came out of that discussion is that where Jamaica is today in terms of the cost of living, it's pretty high. But if you think that the cost of living is high in Jamaica today, if you think that the cost of owning a piece of Jamaica is high today, just wait until this whole crime situation is brought under control. It is going to be virtually impossible to get a square of land to buy in Jamaica. It's going to be very expensive to set up shop in town. So I urge you to come while you can. Invest in Jamaica. Never bet against Jamaica. Never do it. Don't do it. Don't listen to the naysayers. People talk about crime every day as if the crime situation in Jamaica is worse than anywhere else in the world. It's not. It's not. And I've traveled. It's not. It's not worse than anywhere else in the world. But it is what it is. And I'm not saying that we are okay. I'm not saying that we are where we need to be. I'm not saying that we ought to be complacent and comfortable with the level of murder and mayhem in the society. Absolutely not. But we should get ourselves together and try to come back and help to build it. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part to contribute to that, you know. And I'm not just talking the talk, I'm walking the walk. And everybody who's on social media who knows me knows I'm walking the walk, not just talking the talk. But so much to talk about this evening. So I encourage you, come back, you know, set up shop, invest in Jamaica. There's so much that they can achieve here. There's so much opportunities, and there's more opportunities coming. I know COVID might have pushed us back a little bit, right? COVID pushed us back. The debt to GDP in Jamaica was coming from 148%. And the Andrew Holness-led administration, along with Audley Shaw and Dr. Nigel Clark, two of the finance ministers who functioned during the time of the Andrew Holness first term in office, would have contributed to the downward trend of the debt to GDP, moving it down from 148% down to somewhere in the 90s, 96 or 98%, 96 thereabout. But because of COVID, I don't know if everybody knows this, that number has gone back up. Because COVID is leaving us with a huge gap in our economy, and it's not been talked about enough. I don't know if persons are aware that the debt to GDP has gone up. But the truth is, I'm not too much worried, because I believe that the administration know exactly what they're doing. And I believe that in very short order, that will go back down to where it needs to be. I think the objective is to get the debt to GDP down to somewhere in the region of 66 or 68, 68%. Now, for those who don't know what that would mean, if the government, if the Andrew Holness administration ever get debt to GDP down to anywhere under 80 or 70%, mark my word, and you've heard me say this many times, a lot of persons who wanted to afford a piece of this rock won't be able to. You will not be able to. So I urge you to do it now. Because bear in mind, bear in mind, when the country is left with 40 cents out of every dollar to spend on resources, to spend on infrastructure, to spend on our police force, managing crime, what do you think is going to happen? It means that the cost of goods and services is going to be lower. And it means that the crime and the murder that a lot of people talk about is going to be way less. And when that happens, it means that the cost to purchase a piece of this rock is going to be through the roof. So you see the justification in doing what you're doing and doing it now. Because if you don't, then you're going to have a problem when the time comes. We just had the conclusion of the Jamaica Festival song. Boy, what a beautiful lineup. And the quality, the production quality of the festival song has improved significantly, folks. You know, we have to give credit to the minister, Minister Babsy Grange, who has significant experience in producing, and perhaps her background in music is what is paying off. But you know, life is so funny because this is the same festival song that under the People's National Party, they canceled it, you know. Wasn't held for many years. And when they did bring it back, they changed the name. So the quality was down to zero. And we have to give credit to the Honorable Minister and the JCDC for putting on to me one of the highest quality production I have seen in festival songs. And if anybody remember back in the days, the quality of the production was very poor. The songs are good, but the quality of the production was very poor. I believe that JCDC, within the last 4 years, you can see the improvement in the quality of production, whether it's the festival song or it's or independent celebrations. The production is just seamless. But notwithstanding that, though, there's a lot of controversy about the contents of the songs. The idea to bring mainstream artists to be a part of the festival song, I think it's a good idea. I honestly believe it's a great idea to get, you know, persons involved at that level. But there's a huge controversy out there now because a lot of persons are saying that the songs, the entries coming in from these persons are not what festival songs are supposed to be. So you're getting a lot of feedback where that is concerned. Persons are not too hot on the festival song quality because persons believe that these songs are more mainstream than anything else. I don't want to give my opinion where it is concerned. I have to say congratulations to Statius. She's a hard worker. She's one of those girls who I have noticed in the business. Statius, my good friend Pamputi, from Fletcher's Land, big up yourself. Anywhere the Pamputi, big up yourself. But Statius is a hard worker. And I believe she deserves that win. But there are questions and persons are asking and persons are talking about it. The quality of the song is excellent. But the big question is it really a festival song? And I guess that is based on what we grew accustomed. We've grown accustomed to a certain type of song for festival song. I think Buju last year, Buju song wasn't bad. I think Statius is a little bit more mainstream, and I would agree, it's a little bit more mainstream. But if you listen to the lyrics, it speaks to, The context in the lyrics, it could fall within the category, but I think Buju was more festival than Statious. So the game has not started yet, guys. I hear some people asking. It's not yet. It should be in a few. Yes, it should be in a few minutes. So it's not started yet. But once the game gets on the way, guys, we're gonna make sure that we drop the links all over so you guys can get a chance to see it. So yeah, so that's one of the big controversy out there, is that the quality of the song is good, but it's not a festival song. That is up for debate. That is still up for debate. As we know, the Reggae Boys is getting ready to jump into action there. But another big ticket item is that the Olympic team is ready. We were inches away from cancellation. At one point, it seemed like the Japanese was about to cancel the games. But thank God, good sense prevailed, and that never happened. But it seemed to me that the Jamaican has one of the probably the best lineup now. I mean, a lot of persons, how track and field is. But in fact, how the Olympic has been, is that and I'm putting a link in here, guys. If anyone wants to join us into the conversation, please let us know. There's a link on the Chaps Media page there. So if you guys want to link if you guys want to link and to come live with us and discuss any of what we're talking about, please feel free to do so. But yes, and it's also on the Chopping Block page as well. So the Olympic team seem to be set and ready. Now, it's the first I've seen where the men doesn't seem to be all hyped up this year. It looks to me like the female is where the action is going to be in the women's team, the relay team, and the 100 and 200 is where the action is going to be. I was listening to an interview with Johan Blake, and he didn't seem upbeat at all. And I listened to some of the experts, and they weren't very enthused about his performance so far. So I'm going to watch that one. But I believe that the women team, it looks to me, some of the persons are saying that it looks like a 1, 2, 3 in the 100 meter. And there's no doubt that we're going to take the 4x1 relays. So we're going to watch this one and see how it's going to play out. But we say stay tuned to the Olympics. Starts on I think Nationwide has one of the better lineup for coverage, and it starts at 6 in the mornings on Nationwide. So for those of you who don't know where it's going to be, Nationwide is always a good choice to jump in and get some of the Olympic action. A lot of persons are saying that the Candy and DB songs are better songs than Statious. Like I said again, that for me is up for debate. I think the song I've listened to for Statious is a very good song, and she deserves to be crowned the festival song winner for 2021. Another bit of good news, folks, is that the World Bank, and this is sort of big deal in some markets. The World Bank has decided to move its Caribbean headquarters to Jamaica. It would be very interesting to have a chat with Minister Dr. Nigel Clark to find out what, why is that, and how does that affect Jamaica whether it's in a positive or negative way. I'm assuming that's a positive for us to know who. I think the only headquarters we have in Jamaica so far has been the Seaboard or Seabed Authority that has been headquartered in Jamaica from its inception. But now to have the Caribbean, World Bank Caribbean headquarters in Jamaica, I think that's a big deal. I'd love to follow up with a discussion to find out, what are the takeaway from that overall. So we'll definitely reach out to Dr. Clark to see what are the implications on that. But that's a very good deal. We're still looking at some of the infrastructure developments in Jamaica. Last couple of weeks I drove to Kingston. I realized that the highway coming in from Clarendon heading down to Williamsfield is action all the way. Rena, I see you, my friend. How are you, cuz? Good to see you, cuz. Good to see you. And Rena is saying that DB deserved to win the festival song. I know there's a controversial argument out there. Bridget Watson, how are you? I know there's an argument out there as to who could win and all that good stuff. It's a little bit dicey for me because I like Stacia. Stacia's a very, like I said, it's a hard worker. I've seen her up and about and she works very, very hard. I wouldn't want to take away that from her. And I think the quality has improved. The quality of the songs have improved. I think it's a good move to bring mainstream artists involved so as to give it some props because it was really going on a low, I will agree with some folks though that we have to maintain that sort of the lyrics, the beats is important to festival song. And if we move it too closer to if we move it too close to mainstream, then we probably will lose the potency of it. So again, I think we should just celebrate with Stacia, give her credit. She worked hard, she campaigned, she did what she needed to do, she got the vote, and she won. So congratulations again to her. The Reggae Boys going up against the United States in a few minutes. And if you go over to the Chops Media page, which I'm asking you guys again, please help us to get to 1,000, man. That's all we ask for. 1,000 subscribers. So for you guys on this page right now who have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please, I beg of you, while you're on the Chopping Block page, like the page, share it with your friends, and then go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Don't forget when you subscribe to press that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post or every time we go live. We should be joined by Darlan H. Francis in a few minutes, our in-house or resident historian. Darlan has the history of the political landscape in Jamaica. Barry Douglas, big up yourself. Blessings to you. South Florida representing big. Angela Rose Sibla, big up yourself. Good to see you. I mean, the festival song is a big discussion out there. I've listened to it. And like I said to you, I have to just, oh, great. Rena says she's on YouTube and the quality over there is beautiful. So I beg you guys, Bridget, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Angela, make sure you subscribe. Barry, good to see you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chops Media, so that you can be notified whenever we post a video. Michelle Wildman, please make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel and press that notification bell. JJ Mack, I see you. You said JJ Mack says Stacia was singing about herself. Well, let me tell you, It's a tough one. And I might have to disagree with what some of the comments you guys are making. Like I said, I like her. I think she's a hard worker. Was it the best song in terms of festival song? Debatable. And I'm willing to listen to the debate on that. I can't say nay or yea. Jerry Perry, good to see you, my friend. I see you over on the YouTube channel. I can see who's on the YouTube channel here, you know. Coleman Daly. Coleman, Coleman is in the building. Big up yourself. You know, here's this little one, folks. So Coleman is in the building, right? And I have to big up Coleman. I have to big up Harry. Because as a little kid growing up, Harry was one of the senior folks for me as a youngster growing up in St. Elizabeth. So my little district, Burton, for those of you who don't know. That's my home. That's home for me. And I try to go there at least once a week or, you know, twice a month, whatever it is, as often as I possibly can. And one of the proudest moments for me was when I went to St. Elizabeth some time ago, and a group of family members and friends said to me, boy, you know, I went to Kingston and I was at a particular event in Kingston and I saw someone on the screen, the big screen inside the National Arena. And there was a big debate as to whether or not it was me. So we had a chance to talk about it. And I said, yes, man, that was me. And I can tell you, these people in that little community called Burton, they tune into the Chopping Block every Sunday. They don't miss it. And if I'm not on, they're going to call to say, hey, what's going on? So Harry, big up yourself. Big up to all the folks in and around that little community right there. Auntie Vi, Precious, Auntie Gwen, Patricia, everybody. Prince, everybody. The great Andrew Dennis, Zoom, big up yourself. That's my town. And you'll see me post from time to time. My Lacovia, my Burton, my home. That's my town. And when I say my town, I'm very, very passionate about it because that's home for me. Love it. Love my little community. So big up yourself, Harry. Good to see you on. And big up to everybody. Camille, I see you. Camille, my friend, how are you? Blessings on you. Glad to see you on. And Bartley Swaby, I see you on as well. I want to also big up Donovan Hutchinson, big up yourself. Good to see you. Eric Wint, good to see you. A big shout out to my friends over in St. Mary, Tower Isles, the Iona family, big up yourself. Western St. Mary, constituency of Robert Bobby Montague, big up. A lot of people don't know. You know, one of the things why I tend to pretend like I know a lot about Jamaica. You know? I lived in 5 of the 14 parishes. I've lived in St. Anne. I've lived in St. Mary. Lived in Kingston. Born and raised in St. Elizabeth. Live in Montego Bay. So when I tell you about the Rock, Jamaica, I've traveled to 14 parishes. But I've lived in 5 of 14. Don't know if I go to the 6. Shall Will, good to see you as well. So I see a lot of people on the Facebook page. Donovan Hutchinson, I see on the Facebook page. I hope that you will hop over to our YouTube channel, Chops Media, and subscribe on that channel as well. JJ Mack, good to see you. Michelle, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel and like that channel. Next week, folks, starting next week, Sunday, we have a slate of guests. And I'm going to say this. If you just picture from councillors to MP to senators, even the prime minister is in the lineup. But the chopping block starting next week Sunday is going to be lit. It's going to be on fire. We're going to get back to basic. We're going to get back to diving into some of the issues, the topical issues. Larry Perry, I see you. You're on the YouTube channel as well. Good to see you guys. And we're going to give you information like you've never gotten it before. So stay tuned. The chopping block is going to be lit starting next Sunday. This week we're supposed to be joined by Darlene H. Francis too. Oh, great, Camille. Camille says she already subscribed. Who else? Who else has not subscribed to the YouTube channel? Let me see a show of hands. I need at least another 150 tonight. Come on. Eric, have you gone over to the YouTube channel yet? Vivelin Powell, have you gone over? We're in St. Elizabeth. Lacovia, my Lacovia. You know, a lot of people don't know that Lacovia, right? Lacovia in St. Elizabeth was the first capital for St. Elizabeth. Yes, that little town between Black River and Santa Cruz was the first capital. People don't know that. Bet you didn't know that. I'm talking about when you left Holland Bamboo going towards Santa Cruz, Lacovia, that entire stretch leading up to where the Lacovia police station is. Right behind the Lacovia police station, that was a town center, you know. That was a town center back in the days. Desmond, you're saying I need to do a live on Portmore? Yeah, man, I'll do that. Of course. Why not? Why not? Deborah, how are you? Deborah, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel, Chops Media, and subscribe. We're trying to get that channel up to at least 1,000. Once we get it up to 1,000, you're going to see magic. Magic. And that's all I'm waiting on you guys to do. Get us up to 1,000. I know you can do it. If everybody in here share that YouTube link with somebody else, we could get to 1,000 by tomorrow. Easy, easy. Easy money. Easy breeze. And that is how we're going to be able to build out the chopping block into what we want it to be, a very effective communication tool for our social media people, right? Angie, how are you? Good to see you as well. Beautiful. Oh, that would be great, Angie. If I can get 1,000 tonight, man, that would be so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Angie just did. She just subscribed to the YouTube channel. And Angie, while you're at it, we also have a Instagram page, which is going to be buzzing very soon. And the Instagram page is also Chops Media. So if you're on Instagram, please, 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 I beg of you, subscribe to both the YouTube channel and our Instagram. Tony Beckford, you are on the Facebook page as well. Hop over to the YouTube channel and give us a subscribe. I just saw one person subscribe a while ago. Angie, big up yourself. And that's Angie Sibia. Big up yourself. Big up yourself for that. Thank you so much for subscribing. See, I know you're heading over there. Barbara is going to head over to the YouTube channel. She's going to subscribe. I see the numbers over there going up a little bit. So I know that persons are actually doing it. We want to get it to 1,000, guys. It's on the low side right now, and I know you guys can do it. So I'm really hoping that we'll go over there and make it happen. You guys can do it. You brought us to where we are today. I mean, there's no doubt that you can take us further. The game still has not started yet. That's Jamaica versus the United States. That has not started yet, and that's a Gold Cup quarterfinals. We've been here before. We went through. Oh, it started. Oh, yeah, the game is on. It seems. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. It's not yet on, folks, but we are sticking and staying. We're standing by. Hopefully we can have a couple of Howard Hanson, I see you, and Larry Perry, I see you guys are locked and loaded on the YouTube channel. Tony Beckford, I see you, my brother. Make sure you're locked and loaded on the YouTube channel as well. so we can get those numbers up to 1,000. Labor right, boy. Waiting for Darlan H. Francis, but we can't seem to find Darlan H. Francis. What's going on with Darlan H. Francis? Darlan H. Francis should have been here long ago, you know. I don't know what's happening, but we can't seem to get the whole line. But that's okay. Like I said, next week it's going to be epic around here. We're gonna go back to, oh, there you go, Dr. Buck. Blessings, good to see you. Ernesta, good to see you. Join the you're on the Chopping Block page as well. Please press that notification bell and subscribe. Donna Christie, good to see you as well. Up, all the way up. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Press that notification bell, and in that way you'll be notified whenever we go live. Leon Robinson, good night to you as well. Welcome, blessings. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Chops Media. Trying to get this up to 1,000, guys, and I know you can do it. So tell a friend. Just if everybody on here know, it is so simple. We have 150 on. If 150 share it with another 150, we are 300 up in one night. It's easy. It's not that hard. So let's do it. I know you can. Tell a friend, tweet a friend, phone a friend, and tell a friend we're on. When we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to tell you my mind. I'm going to tell you my mind. The People's National Party is at the lowest it has ever been in the history of this country. And I'm going to tell you something what will happen. Do you think that the People's National Party will come back? You think that they will ever become a viable opposition again? Stick and stay. I'll tell you what's on my mind when we return. Stick and stay. Don't move.
Hello? 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 Yeah, you. Hold on. And a pandemic winner. You're now wearing a mask, you're now washing your hand, and you now keep the required 6 feet distancing from other people. And what could that really cause you? You need to stop it. That no mask, no wash, and no distance something there, nah keep. You know what keep? COVID-19. Yeah, it not gone nowhere. COVID-19, they are same way. So here what you are going to do for all of we. Wear your mask, wash or sanitize your hands pan a regular, and yeah, keep your distance, please. And thanks.
My name is Noel Chang. I'm a constable attached to the Mobile Reserve Division at the JCF SWAT team. I've been a member of this team for 2 fulfilling years. The training, of course, would have helped me to grow as well. I find it to be very fulfilling playing an active role in the crime fight and in developing my nation. Join the JCF and start a career.
Hey, it's the girl Shensia with a message to you from myself and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Shen Yang, everyone say wear a mask where the numbers drop. I don't want COVID, lay you down flat. Nose and mouth, you fi cover up that. Sanitize, get hospitalized. Fight the virus and fight for your life, yeah. Nobody talk about say you no response no more. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus from somebody. Don't be reckless, cause your test say you're not happy. You can still get the virus. So keep the numbers down. Protect yourself and the people around.
All right, so welcome back, everybody. Charles Douglas is asking, where's the YouTube link? It's Chops Media. Let me see if we can put that up. Chops Media at YouTube, CHOPPS MEDIA. Yeah, so it's Chops Media at YouTube and at Instagram. Both are the same. So folks, the COVID, let's just jump into the COVID, the rise in COVID cases. You know, life is so unfortunate because I think this government is overstretching themselves. The government responsibility is to provide people with information as it relates to COVID-19. And I think the government has done an excellent job as it relates to educating people, making them aware of what this virus is about, and providing them with all the necessary stuff to keep them safe. Now, if the Andrew Holness administration go down the road of lockdown again, it is going to be a slippery slope, you know. Yes, it's going to be a slippery slope. Now, I can understand because I've said this here a month or more ago that the government focus needs to be on getting vaccines on the ground in Jamaica. Because there's no way you can force people to be vaccinated when you don't have the vaccine here to give them. I don't know about the efforts that have been made to get vaccine. I know the government is pulling strings left, right, and center. I was having a discussion recently and somebody said to me they don't think that the government is putting out enough to get vaccine. But I know that the Prime Minister himself has been very vocal on the world stage as it relates to vaccine, naming and shaming other countries who have been hoarding the vials and not making it available to countries like Jamaica. So I know he has been very vocal. I know the Minister of Foreign Affairs is out there trying to get us vaccine. And if we get vaccines on the ground, then we're going to be in a better position. But here's the problem I have now. When the government get vaccines on the ground and the vaccine is available for Jamaicans to go out there and get it, and because of propaganda, because of naysayers, they refuse to take it, then the onus is going to be on them. Because I think the government has done everything in their power to ensure that persons are safe. It's not the government job to force you to take the vaccine, you know. Every Jamaican have a responsibility to themselves and their family. The government and a communist country we are run. Because sometimes what people want is for Andrew Holness to behave like a dictator. Locking down the country again is not a good sign. Not a good sign. People have a responsibility and we must use our responsibility. It is our duty to protect ourselves. Nobody can force me to wear a mask. Nobody should have to force me to protect me. If I am fully vaccinated, why am I being forced to wear a mask? If you who not get no vaccine, you can't dictate to me so you must wear a mask. To protect you, I know you me to protect me. And the method I use to protect me is to go out there and be vaccinated. That is my method of protection. So if I choose to go without a mask, nobody is supposed to fight me if I wear a mask. Because me already take the necessary precaution that is needed. Me make sure me go out there and get vaccinated. And the persons closest to me, I would have encouraged them to do the same thing. So why an unvaccinated person now feels that they have the right to dictate to me now that me must wear a mask? And why, if I am vaccinated and feel like me want to keep a party with all of my friends that were vaccinated and the whole I want to bungle up together, that shouldn't be any concern to an unvaccinated persons. And the reason I'm saying this is because there are several commentators out there who are commentating on vaccination process and COVID-19, and when you ask them the question, have you taken the vaccine? Them can't answer. They either not take it or they refuse to answer. Do you not have a right to dictate to me? Protect yourself. Don't leave it up to me to protect you. Protect yourself. So if you see me coming down the road without a mask, the only time you should not be worried is if you are fully vaccinated. Because if you are fully vaccinated, what are the chances of you catching COVID? Very low. And even if you do, you probably won't even know. You probably won't even know. So that's the purpose of getting vaccinated. And I am saying, once the vaccine becomes available, you have the anti-vax people out there who are very vocal. And what is so mind-boggling is that a lot of these persons who hear they preach anti-vax are so-called intellectual people, you know. People who spend 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in college learning how to be an educated dunce. Because only an educated college graduate, degree holder, master's holder, doctorate holder, only a dunce could come out here and tell you some of the nonsense of me here coming out of the mouth of some of these so-called intellectual persons. Some of them would have been vaccinated 10, 15 times. Yes. Me listen to the comedian doctor. What's his name? Don't remember my name. Somebody can put him name. Let me see. I don't remember his name. And I listen to that man talk so much garbage out of my mouth that I wonder how on God's green earth him get doctorate. How you get a doctorate? How can you be so educated yet so stupid? So fool. And I bet you my last dollar that same doctor and many others who are very critical about COVID-19 and very critical about vaccine would have been vaccinated several times in the past. The mama never know when they get vaccine at school. And when you go home, your parents know that the brown uniform nurse come to school and drop something in your mouth and your vaccine that and stick it in your butt, stick it on your rump or on your shoulder and you go home. It's when you reach home, you know, your parents know that you had gotten vaccine at school. And most Jamaicans have been exposed to that. Most Jamaicans, especially the ones who are at that level. I'm talking about the doctors and the people. I mean, how? What are the take-up rates? If you ask the take-up rate for doctors and nurses. I heard that question was asked recently. And the person who was talking refused to answer the question directly. Instead of saying what are the take-up rate within the doctors and nurses? Oh, they didn't want to answer it that way. They wanted to answer what the take-up rate was for persons within the medical field. So in order for the numbers to look good, they broaden it to take in the persons at the lower pay scale in the medical field. And I listened to that and I said how disingenuous that was. But the journalist who was asking the question didn't press any further. I would have asked them. That's not the question I asked. I'd have asked you directly. How much doctor and nurses take the vaccine? Right? So it is so funny. But I'm happy that we are slated to get over 1 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson, which is a single shot. A lot of persons have heard saying, boy, you're waiting until the single shot come. I said, I hope and pray that you don't die before the single shot come. A lot of the persons who are here tell you, oh, you know, Chopper, me waiting until... Yeah, man, I'm hoping and praying that you don't die before the single shot come. I hope you make it. Because this Delta variant out there is not taking any prisoners. So while you sit on your rump waiting for single shot or single dose to come, I am praying that you don't die. Me I pray you to catch it. I don't want to forget, but Clive Baker, he was a teacher at Magati High School. Teacher at Magati High School. Comes from the same community in St. Elizabeth we're talking about earlier, Burton, Lacovia. Great guy. Great guy. Passed away a few days ago. And I have to say condolences to his family, his son, and all the other relatives in the area. He will be sadly missed. And that is Clive Baker. Good guy. Met the guy recently and we worked together on a project and some other stuff. Very great guy. He died recently. I don't know if it's COVID or what it is. I have no idea what it is, but he passed on. And we say, may his soul rest in peace. But some of those persons, man, I hear them out there. Oh, Chopper, me not take no vaccine. No, you don't have to take it. You don't have to take it. One thing I will say, Dr. Abraham, same one. Same comedian doctor. Dr. Abraham, same one. Sometimes I wonder how these people get doctorate. Because if you're so smart and so well read, you know, when the question is asked, what is the problem you have with the vaccine? You know what the good doctor said? The vaccine was, they manufactured the vaccine too quick. There's no way you can manufacture a vaccine so quick. This is a doctor, you know. 7 years in spent at college to learn how to look all about up in a people caca, you know. And him tell us, say, in 2020, he's expecting a vaccine should take the same amount of time to prepare like it took back in the 1950s. A doctor, a man who has the capability of cutting your chest open and put it back together, but don't have the ability to understand that we are in 2021 and what pertains today is not what pertains in 1940. Eh? In 25 years ago, when you leave Montego Bay to go to Kingston, it probably take you all 2 days. The amount of driving through Fern Gully, through Mount Rassa. Mount Rassa, between Mount Rassa and Fern Gully and Bagwalk, all day. When people left country to go to the embassy in Kingston, is a day trip. People like Dr. Abrams is telling us that in 2021, it shouldn't take you 2 hours or an hour and a half to get to Kingston. It should take you the same 4 or 5 hours that it used to take you back in the 1980s and 90s. That is what he's saying, you know. Because he doesn't believe that we should be able to put a vaccine together within a year. Too quick. I'm like, really? And you're a doctor. You're somebody who's trained, learned, brilliant. But there's a difference between swatting a paper and passing a test and getting a degree, you know. A big difference between that and being just brilliant. I'd love to debate him one day with half my brains tied behind my back. I'd love to argue with him one day, to have a discussion with him and to find out exactly where his headspace there. Because there's no way on God's green earth that these so-called intellectual minds could sit there and reason at that level. The problem that the doctors have with the vaccine is that it was manufactured too quick. Not manufactured, but the method was too quick. And the question I'd ask is, are you expecting that the same amount of time it took to come up with a vaccine for polio back in the 1960s, are you expecting the same amount of time to be taken in 2021? Nothing remains the same. Everything has changed. The world has changed. Everything is moving faster. And I was told that the football game is on now. And, you know, when that happens, it means that it's time for us to, to take a wrap. But let me just make the point before we get out of here and make way for Jamaica versus the United States. We have to get it together. And when the brightest minds among us start to behave stupid, we have to call them out. We have to call them out. And I urge you guys to ensure that the persons within your space, your family members, urge you to ask them to go and get vaccinated. That's the only way that we're going to, you know, go back to some level of normalcy. The country cannot lock down for any time longer. I know the Prime Minister has discussion about between today and tomorrow, and hopefully by Tuesday they'll come with some adjustment to the current state of affairs. But I'm hoping that there's no significant rollback. My father used to have one saying, you know, back in the days, who dead, who live. I cannot say that. And the only reason why I wouldn't say that is because we don't have enough vaccine on the ground. But with the heightened, with the level of new cases that we're getting now and the uptick in the numbers, it has a positive. And one of the positive it carries is that once the vaccine becomes available, you will now have a better take-up of the vaccine. So I'm hoping and praying that the government will expedite the process and will anybody who has a link for the game, can you put it in the discussion on the YouTube channel so we can get to it, and the folks over on our YouTube. Head over to the YouTube channel, Chops Media, and you'll get a link right there. And while you're at it, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell that you can be notified when next we go live. I'm not going to stay there too long because the game is important to all of us. Bridget Watson, big up yourself. I see a lot of new faces in town. Robert, good to see you as well. Marcia Monroe, good to see you as well. Everybody, enough respect. The game is on. Go out there and celebrate. Go out there and support the Jamaican team up against the United States. I'm predicting a 2-1 in favor of Jamaica. And I see Charlene Small, big up yourself. Big up. Good to see you. Charlene, as you're coming in, make sure you go over there and subscribe. Go to the YouTube, Shireen. Go to the YouTube channel, Chops Media, and subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can get the numbers up to the 1,000 that we're looking for. That's all I beg of you this evening, darling. And that's Shireen Small. Good to see you. Just hop over to that YouTube channel and just press that subscribe button, and also that notification bell that you can be notified when next we go live. Vern, Bridget Marshall. Wow. Who's that? Anisha? Anisha, make sure. I heard Professor Peter Figueroa said that the vaccine, right. These things are base product, and then you add what you need to add to it based on what the new strain that comes out. But you see, not everybody who SWAT and pass the exam is bright, Everybody bright. Some people just pass the exam. Duke Sharp, good to see you, my brother. Make sure, Duke, you hop over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Not just subscribe, but press that notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. Guys, I'm encouraging you to do it. You know why? Because once we get to 1,000 subscriptions, it's going to be a different ball game. That's where we're going to take off like a rocket into space. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. So go over there and subscribe. The United States versus Jamaica. The game is on. Make sure you post the link to the YouTube channel. Let me make sure that that link is here so that you can all get a chance to watch the game. Support the boys. Support the Reggae Boys. Let me just make sure that we have it here up and running. And we're going to put a link in the, let's find it first. Wow, not seen it yet. But if you're on Chopping Block page, you will.
You can type into that number. If you want the Zoom number, let me know. We can have ourselves a call number.
Still, USA fans, stand up. Get on it now. Come on. What's going on there? What is going on with that poll? Y'all got to do better than that.
It's nil all.
There's still nil all, guys. Just in case you
Right,
haven't.
so I like the press and I like the turnover. Come on, settle and play the ball with confidence, man.
It's still boxed in right around there. They tried to go forward.
Yeah, we're trying to find a link here, guys. All right, let me see if Wayne Walker got some live coverage going on here on I'm not able to find that link anymore. It just got all messed up there. But sorry guys, we're just trying to get to the game here. As you know, Jamaica versus the United States. That's a very interesting part of the evening that we have to pay attention to. But we're gonna log out and we're gonna go watch some game. We're gonna be right back, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Shall Will, big up yourself. Good to see you. Make sure that you all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Rena, cuz Wagwan, good to see you. Blessings. Annette Grant, good to see you as well. Duke is here in the building. Shireen is here. Shireen just made her way over to the YouTube channel. She has subscribed. Thank you, my dear. Marcia Monroe, I know you must have subscribed already, my dear, long ago. I would even ask you again. Barbara Bailey, good to see you. You are actually on the YouTube channel, so make sure you press that notification bell and hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when next we go live. In the meantime, between time, the Jamaica versus the United States. The game is on. We're going to watch it. Thank you all for joining. Peace. We're out.